Nick, have you seen Throne of Blood? Throne of Blood might be the most beautiful movie I've ever seen. It's a little bit Macbeth, but he chill. Yo Jimbo is kind of crazy. I do. Yo Jimbo basically made the whole town murder each other, and then he went, "The town should be quiet now. Hang on, there's one more thing to do. Knock knock. Hey mayor, open up. Yeah, what is it? Kill yourself." The dude was fucking. He went crazy. The fuck was Sanjuro's problem in Yojimbo, bro? You're still a bitch for giving Rashomon 3.5 stars. I want to change my Rashomon review, and here's what the new review would say. Poster looks like me wiping my ass after I folded the toilet paper 8 times. Bro on the poster is getting cut up, man. We got him. Was it real that Jack Harlow pulled the 6 morality tales on the Criterion Closet? Sorry, I'm mostly asking chat, I guess, but was that fucking real or was that fake?
6 Moral Tales, Eric Romero. It feels like a perfect way to start because I love just seeing characters sitting around talking about love, very little action, just conversations on camera that felt organic and genuine and unscripted, so.
I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Yeah, man.
It's real? He did? No shot. Jack Harlow?
He's having a pretty bad year.
But those movies are, we're talking about Love in the Afternoon? We're
Jack Harlow. Is that good?
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, Jack Harlow, because I ain't laughing that much.
Well, you wouldn't really be laughing if you watched Love in the Afternoon, but you might laugh if you saw my review, which is hardest working French guy. I think I still gave it 4.5 though. The dude is not, he does no work. He does no work, is what I'm trying to say. I've got it on good word from my slime Ryusuke that evil does not exist. I've got it on good word from my slime Ryusuke that evil does not exist. Can I say something, Ricky? First, I'm going to say, I don't know what that means. Secondly, I want to apologize to Ricky specifically, because I think that Ricky probably booked the honeymoon suite on the Super Cruise that is now no longer taking place. And that refund might take a little longer to get out because they might have to move some money around. But I want to apologize to you, thirdly, because I told you I was going to watch Cure, and then I just started watching Akira Kurosawa movies instead of the other Kurosawa. I think it was like a week and a half ago. I was like, I'm going to watch Cure tomorrow, and then I just have not done it. Yes, I've skipped Kiyoshi Kurosawa and gone back to Akira. So I basically lied to you straight up, but if it's any consolation, I also lied to an IRL friend of mine. We were hanging out last Wednesday, and I said, I recommended Cure to him and said, I'm going to watch it. And then we hung out again yesterday, and he was like, how'd you like it? And I was like, I haven't seen it yet. So I've been letting him down, let's put it that way. I beg you to watch it. Can I say something about Letterboxd? Librarian and Nick, you're both here, or at least you have been over the course of the stream. Did you guys collude to both watch Jerry Maguire 30 years after it came out? Because the last 2 movies that my friends and followers have watched on Letterboxd is Jerry Maguire, which seems insane. Oh, it's back in theaters. Oh, that explains it. Cameron Crowe, kind of my goat. For Jerry Maguire, and also for Vanilla Sky, a movie that I think is actually probably bad, but I saw it at the perfect time in my life to love it forever. And my toxic trait, I've seen the original Spanish movie. Because I loved Vanilla Sky so much that in like the 9th grade, I was like, I should watch the original Spanish one because I heard that it's way better. And I watched it and I was like, this is way worse. But I was 13 years old, so don't hold it against me too much. If I watched them now, I think I would probably be more equipped to understand why one of them's better and one of them's worse. Did you know the Chris Rock movie, I Think I Love My Wife, is a Love in the Afternoon remake? I did know that. Believe it or not, and I did not, that's a fair question, because I did not know that before I watched the movie Love in the Afternoon. But then after I watched the movie, I went to the Wikipedia page for Love in the Afternoon, one of the Romer morality tales, and I saw that it had an American remake with Chris Rock, and I said, what the hell are we doing here? But I swear, you guys have to see Love in the Afternoon if you haven't seen it, simply because, I mean, all I'm gonna say, I think it's based that France has a better work-life balance, but honestly, if that dude just was getting a little bit of extra work done, he wouldn't have found himself in that quandary to begin with. Like, he can go out for like an hour-long lunch, but if he stayed in the office from 1 to 4 instead of going out for a 4-hour lunch, he wouldn't have found himself in that issue. That's all I'm gonna say. Thoughts on Throne of Blood? Nah, man. Great Uncle Little Hamlet coded, but I'm gonna review it on Letterboxd. So I just need I need to nut up and go back to Letterboxd. Also, I don't know if Ricky's here. Might be a little early for the Ricky heads out there. I'm gonna inevitably this clip will find its way to Ricky. Okay, is Send Help the worst movie you've ever seen in your entire life? Okay, you can, Charlotte. Thank you for answering for Ricky. Ricky, every single movie that Ricky reviews on Letterboxd, and I think this is great, by the way, is a 4 or a 5, and it just is like a one-liner joke. And then he gave Send Help by Sam Raimi a 3.5. I'm not being sarcastic. It's the lowest score I have ever seen Ricky give a movie. Now, I believe, because I was stalking his profile a little bit, he has lower reviews historically, but in the last 4 or 6 months that I have been following Ricky on Letterboxd, it's the lowest review I've ever seen. And he also gives everything round numbers. So for him to give it a 3.5, I was like, man, this movie must have pissed him off a little bit. You gave Training Day a 2.5? Bro, they got Cliff Curtis out here calling everybody Holmes. I need Gen Z to watch Training Day so that my opinion becomes the modal take. Because I literally think if you're 23 and you've grown up hearing that Training Day is like an Oscar-winning, an all-time classic of 21st century cinema, I think if you are 23 and you watch it, you will be like, what the fuck? Why did all the older people lie to me? It's literally like one good performance and the rest of the movie is total garbage. That's it, man. Growing up, maturing is realizing Denzel was the good guy. Oh, I don't know if I would go that far. I do think that Gen Z might watch it and think that Ethan Hawke is actually worse because he literally is just buying into the system. At least Denzel's operating outside of the whims of the LAPD, like he's self-actualized. Ethan Hawke is just the tool of the machine. That's tough to say though, because they also do think Ethan Hawke is Baby Girl, which is true. He is pretty Baby Girl. You didn't take the relic? My bad, y'all. That's not the first time that's happened. I didn't know you like to get wet. It's the type of shit he'd be saying in Training Day. He does say that. He does say that. I don't know if you've seen the movie. A lot of Training Day's biggest fans have not seen the movie, is one thing I noticed when I watched it and then gave it an honest review. He goes, man, that was PCP, bro. What are you doing? Ethan, no, man, you're a cop. You can't be smoking PCP. You got to keep that to plant on the dude that we arrest in a routine traffic stop. You gave it 2 stars, dude. It's not very good. It's not a good movie. I'll take a sucker punch here. It's at least a 3.5. Listen, I'm not going to waste my life getting into the weeds about whether it's a 2.5 or a 3.5. The important thing is, ain't as good as Francis Ha. What do you think Denzel's worst movie is? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I think it's probably something I've not seen, but I would have to imagine that it's probably like The Equalizer 2 or something like that, right? There's 3 I have to imagine The Equalizer 3 is even worse than The Equalizer 2. I don't have any confirmation of this, but that would seem to make sense. Wait, okay. So Stardust was literally the card that was... Whoa, okay, hey, hang on. We need a full tete-a-tete for this. This is from Ricky. This is like a multi-video callback if you're watching on YouTube. I think my Send Help review was a little poisoned by my annoyance with people's Raimi opinions, I should say. Ricky, I want to say something. I defend to the death your right to have your opinion. And secondly, I have not seen Send Help. So I'm actually not taking issue with your review. All I'm going to say is I found it remarkable because you were such... You know how like when Ichiro Suzuki used to get up to the plate? You're like, this guy's good for at least 1 to 2 hits per game. I mean, the dude's batting like 315 or something like that. One at bat at least this game, he's getting on base. That's how I felt about Ricky reviews being either 4 stars or 5 stars. Every single movie I'd seen you review in 2026 so far, it's either been 4 stars or 5 stars. So Ricky, I had the expectation that was just you. Your personality was guy who enjoys all movies, which is not a knock. I actually look at it as a very positive thing. You go into the movie looking for a reason to like it instead of a reason not to like it. So when I saw the 3.5, I kind of read the subtext, and the subtext was like a 3.5 for Ricky normalized is actually like a 2. So I was like, maybe Send Help kind of sucks. Letterboxd users be like, Raimi is a genius, the last director left having any fun behind the camera, 3 stars out of 5. That's actually true as fuck. I mean, I got a bone to pick with the Letterboxd audience, man. People will literally see, they'll be like, this is my favorite comedy, 3.5 out of 5. Like, I find them to be performative and dishonest en masse, not on an individual level. That, you know, it's like Nietzsche said, madness in individuals is rare, but in communities it's the norm, okay? In crowds, it's on site, let's put it that way. I prefer my showers meatless. I'm just not even gonna comment on that. I don't think there's anything good I could say about that. Wouldn't be me in the shower though. I think, well, okay, I'm not reading this, it's okay. I understand where you're getting at with that one. There is an onus on streamers to have good opinions. I agree with you on that 100%. Like, I can't even say shit like I think Greg Araki's The Doom Generation is like a very iconoclastic film, but I'm still not fucking with it as much as I thought I would. If people go, oh, so you hate independent gay American cinema? No, bro. I just haven't seen one that I've liked yet, I guess. Because I mean, I liked Nowhere a little bit more than I liked The Doom Generation, but it's not in the top 4 category for me, at least. Thoughts on Don't Look Up? Adam McKay is my enemy. I firmly believe that Adam McKay made Don't Look Up exclusively so that people in your life would send you a text and say some shit like, you have to see this movie. I kind of like when movies bash my head in with a message. There's no message in Don't Look Up. I didn't get it, because like I would be like, I like this movie. Wow, well this movie sucks, actually. Leonardo DiCaprio's normally hot, but in this movie, he's like kind of ugly and nerdy. So I think this movie kind of sucks. And then all of a sudden, I'm saying shit like that, that's just true. And then people are saying some shit like, oh, it's an allegory for our times. I don't think it's an allegory for our times, bro. In our times, Leonardo DiCaprio is hotter than that. They gave him some kind of fuck-ass haircut, some glasses. He's layering, but like not in a cool way. Like, nah, I ain't sure about that, man. I think that movie's deeply unrealistic. He hasn't aged well. Bro, have you seen the average, like, 43-year-old guy? He's doing all. His head is getting bigger. His head is getting larger, and it's starting to worry me a little bit. But otherwise, compared to normies, he's doing all right. Let's put it that. He's 54. Look at that. He's 54, man. Facts. Also, why is the dude in After Sun so sad? He's literally hot. It doesn't make it. Like, I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, bro, why are you sad? You're rich. This shit is unrealistic, bro. You're rich and you're on vacation. Are you a fucking idiot? Don't be sad. You literally can't be sad. Thoughts on Primer? I'll let you know yesterday. It's not a good... You're +2 in me. The joke is not that good. It's just like... Every once in a while... It's like hitting a free throw. Every once in a while, you gotta just take your end one, okay? They expect you to take the end one. You would be stupid not to take the end one. Bro, I finally watched Robocop. Pretty good movie. I really like the parts where Robocop makes no good criminals regret their choices by using excessive levels of violence to get revenge on them. I was cheering, going, yes, yes! But then, like, there's just one problem. Why are the cops shooting at Robocop? I don't get it, man. Robocop tries to stop the bad guy, and then all the cops go... Get him? We're gonna shoot Robocop? Hey, dummies, he's a cop. He's a cop like you. He's the good guys. ED209 is dope as hell. Can I say I had Dan's stream up on the computer monitor far away from the Peloton? So I saw him watching the clip of the robot trying to run over the little hump that's protecting a cord that's across a road. And it trips over the hump and then lands on the ground and all of its limbs explode off of its chassis.
Wait, does this guy win the marathon?
Seeing that, and then like 82 minutes later, ED209 gets defeated by a flight of stairs. Literally perfect synchronicity. Also, you were right. Robocop is funny as fuck, man. When ED209 shoots the business executive like 1,100 times, and then he's like draped over the table, and someone goes, "Isn't somebody gonna call a paramedic?" It's so good, man. I didn't say shit about Norway, man. I didn't say shit about Norway. I gave Sentimental Value 4.5 stars like 3 months ago. All I said is people love recommending foreign cinema. But if you say, hey, how about a foreign movie that's not from Taiwan, Hong Kong, or Japan? All of a sudden they go, 1 second, I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to think about that for a day. Whoa. Have you seen Another Round? Have you seen Another Round? You should see Another Round. Another Round is really good. Have you seen Train to Busan? Train to Busan is peak, man. Actually, Bug Bite 666, you're fucking onto something. I'm watching The Celebration tomorrow. The Thomas Vinterberg movie from 1998 that kickstarted Dogma 95. Worst person in the world? Bro, this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying Norwegian cinema is not beating the allegations and they only have one director. But the lineup to recommend Norwegian cinema is also the lineup with Lars von Trier and Joachim Trier. Quite long. The lineup without them, not as long, I've noticed. Who directed Let the Right One In? That is peak, though, but that's Swedish. I don't know who directed it. Probably some dude named Lars, if I had to guess. Or Henrik. Sven? Good, safe bet, man. Safe bet. Tomas? Can I say something? No disrespect to the Thomases in the chat, but Tomas has so much more aura. Fuck you. Hi, my name is Tom. My name is Thomas. Okay, buddy. All right. My name is Tomas. Whoa, damn. Who cares about the dolls? I do. You guys ever seen on Autumn's Tale? 1987. Chow Yun-fat? Movie's dusty as hell. It's not dusty. It's actually a beautiful portrait of a New York in transition. Samuel Pang with a hat. With a bat versus Inspector Tequila, who wins in a fight? You know what I love about An Autumn's Tale, among many other things? Bro hates Yankee opera, and then the climax of the movie is literally what he complained about. Literally, his 14th cousin asks him to dance with me, and then he goes out and has like a West Side Story style brawl. Positively Springsteenian. He did let the Broadway folks have it, man. He literally jumped the line. Pissed me off. They're saying I'm a 4.5 merchant on Letterboxd. They're saying he gave Robocop Throne of Blood and An Autumn's Tale 4.5 stars. Okay, well, people keep recommending like movies that are good as fuck to me, man. Robocop is not fucking ass, man. Throne of Blood is not the worst Kurosawa. Rashomon is the worst Kurosawa, bro. They really treated the only female character like the Manosphere on Twitter is talking about night shift nurses. Can I say something? I feel like this is The Craft, man. Last boat departs at 6 p.m. They're really angling for Jaws. This does not... can I say something crazy? Maybe they want Jaws 2. It's Mekhi Phifer. Wait, is this not... What did I say first? I said The Craft? Oh, the Faculty? Wait a second. Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh, is it just I Know What You Did Last Summer? I knew it was in that 90s fucking era. Is it I Still Know What You Did Last Summer? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. That's crazy, man. You got it. Even ass movies had insane lighting back then. I mean, Nick, you are not lying. Like, look at this. If this shit was on Netflix... I know it's easy points, but like if this shit was on Netflix, how fucking garbage would this shot look? Look at the way they built like a physical set. They got the light pouring in. They didn't find it like this, man. They didn't find it like this. This is staged. That takes a lot of... Look at all the candles and shit. Now they just, fuck it, just shoot it on your iPhone. We'll change the channels in post. Also, they would have done a split diopter shot right here. And just to score some points with the cinemati, they would have been, oh, check it out. Oh, damn. All the Letterboxd reviews would have been like, wow, there was really no reason this movie had to go so hard with the split diopter shot. That's cool, though. Okay, you should see Lee Cronin's The Mummy then. Boy, do I have a fucking movie for you, man. Some loser on Letterboxd would have said, in all seriousness, despite the score, we need more movies like this. A decent, honest movie with some tough emotional moments and a few laughs. Some astonishingly good camera work for such a small movie. Okay, but that's literally my review of Is This Thing On? Directed by Bradley Cooper and, of course, starring Will Arnett and Laura Dern. And Bradley Cooper as Balls. That's my own review echoed back to me. And in my defense, that movie does have some fucking astonishingly good shots for a movie of its scope. And I do think we need more movies like that, even though I gave it a 3. Small movie, but it's full of A-listers. Bro, Will Arnett is not an A-lister unless we're talking about in the realm of podcasting. He's a B-lister, okay? He's known. He's not he's not Timothée Chalamet. Okay? He's not Zendaya or something like, he's not Tom Cruise. He's Batman in the Lego movie. In the Lego movie. GoldenEye is criminally underrated in this. GoldenEye should be considered. Okay, I'm not going to go so far as to say that GoldenEye should be up there with Hard Boiled, but it should be in the class of action movies just below Hard Boiled, because this is actually peak James Bond once you get out of the 1960s. But for some reason, I think people have an anti-James Bond bias for some reason, and they just assume they watch so many that they're like they all kind of blend together. They should not blend together. GoldenEye is as close as Bond has ever been to a masterpiece in my lifetime, and the rest of the Brosnan ones are not very good, going all the way to like puerile dog shit in the form of Die Another Day. But GoldenEye is so good. Well, I knew it wasn't going to be there, but I clicked on it just out of respect for it. Casino Royale is so much better. They're both really, really good. At any point when I was talking about GoldenEye, did I say fuck Casino Royale? Casino Royale is obviously also great. But Halle Berry, she fucking sucks in Die Another Day too. There's lots of strong female characters in Die Another Day that are fucking horrible. Madonna was a provocateur for like 50 years. She fucking sucks in Die Another Day too. Why the fuck does she have a British accent? She's teaching fencing, bro. You're Madonna. Which Bond is the Mission Impossible 2? I mean, it might. There's like at least 17 horrible James Bond movies, so you can really pick whichever one you want. But Die Another Day is pretty close to Mission Impossible 2 in that it's at that weird like turn of the millennium where it's like everything's going to be cyber. We're going to 3D print a dude's face and it's going to it's going to be indistinguishable from if he actually looked like that, but it does not work well. It does anyway. But less motorcycles. Mission Impossible 2 is not good. John Woo is my GOAT. Mission Impossible movies are really good. MI2 is really bad. By the way, I need you guys to be strong and not go see Devil Wears Prada 2. And you're going to say, why? Because of the number at the end of the title. Because I'm sorry, there's no way that they're giving interviews that they're like, it just felt like the right time. It's been 22 years. Why? I'm going to get so dressed up. I mean, you could have fun. I mean, I don't hate you for going to see it, but like, I just want you to know that you're part of the problem. I don't hate Stanley Tucci. I hate you going to see a movie just because it has Stanley Tucci in it. I better not see any 2-star reviews that are like, this movie sucks and it's everything wrong with Hollywood. Still, Stanley Tucci was baby girl in this. I don't want to see that. So many reviews are like, of movies that suck are like, yeah, this movie sucked. Everybody that was in it sucked, except, my favorite actor or actress who also happens to be insanely hot. They were good in this. They're innocent. Everybody else can go to hell. I want Anne Hathaway to get paid. Bro, she was Catwoman. She's fine, man. I'm pretty sure. Anne gonna be all right, okay? Anne's gonna be okay. Meryl's gonna keep eating. I wouldn't worry about it. I'm trying to think about who else. Emily Blunt, she's got that franchise money. Wait, you're right. A movie, 20, that's a movie just been in theaters for 50 years. That's Fantasia. I'm not going to debase myself by clicking on an actor for a Disney movie from like 1941. Okay, so like I'll just start with the genre and then a tagline. Love comes to the forest. Love comes to the forest, folks, and to you in one of the greatest love stories. That's Snow White, bro. That's not Snow White? She's got all the birds and shit. Donnie Dunnigan. Love comes to the forest, folk, and to you. One of the world's greatest love stories, Robin Hood. Blank's tale unfolds from season to season as the young prince of the forest. Is Bambi the young prince of the forest? I gotta be honest, I don't know fucking anything about Bambi except that the shit happens to her mom at the start. And then I thought Bambi was a female deer this whole time. And I've seen the movie, but I saw it when I was like, I don't know, probably like 1. Thought I had something to say. Oh, it was about taglines. Love comes to the forest, folks. Can I tell you something? Let me get my phone out. I don't know if a tagline has ever done a film dirtier than An Autumn's Tale, which I watched today and gave 4.5 stars because I thought it was peak Chow Yun Fat. But a story about a New York Chinatown cab driver who falls for a college student. That's not what the movie's about. At no point, first off, he is not a cab driver. He does odd jobs, but mostly he works in a restaurant. For one sentence, half of the sentence just being factually incorrect is crazy. He does drive a car, but that doesn't make him a taxi driver. He also gets driven around. My Letterboxd is embarrassing. It's all movies I watch because of your me's. I've noticed that a lot. A lot of people leave pithy comments on my Letterboxd reviews, and then I go look at their most recent watched films, and it's all films that I've recommended recently. I'd buy that for $1. Chibli, you should see Robocop, man. No. Chibli, what's the last movie you watched that didn't have yearning in it? And don't say the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Does 8.5 have yearning? It's not 8.5. Fellini didn't work with decimals, okay? He's a fraction maxer. No, man, my goat's only got 4 movies in 2026. He's at 1 movie a month in 2026? No, dude. I think I might literally, today might have been 69. I don't know why my voice did that. Today might have been 69. I was hanging on 6-7 for a while because all the comments on the reviews were about the cruise. Kind of lost my motivation to lock in on the bike for 90 minutes alone with my thoughts, but we're back now. Do you guys see The Conversation, the Thomas Vinterberg movie from 1998? I've become what I hate on Letterboxd, but my review kind of hit this morning. This is the Grizzly Man tape for people who can't stomach Stotts Tots. I said Stotts Tots. I call it The Conversation. I meant The Celebration, but we can have a conversation about The Celebration. Can I say something? The party in The Celebration was obviously a damn nightmare, but the granddad's story about how, he told me he was having trouble finding lady friends. I told him it's easy. Just shove the biggest potato you could find down your swim trunks, and then they'll come running. And then a day later, he came back and said, Dad, I don't know what happened, but now nobody wants to talk to me. And then he said, well, there's your problem. You got to shove the potato down the front of your swim trunks, not the back. That's fucking funny. I don't know if they wrote that specifically for the movie, but that's a perfect joke. I'm going to controversially say, might be the funniest thing that happens in the movie. The Danish movie? Yes, sir. Festen. I'm going to be the guy who calls I'm going to be the archetype of Japanese cinema enjoyer who does, oh, your name? Oh, I don't know that one. Oh, you mean Kimi no Nawa? I'm going to be that guy, but for Danish movies. Have you seen Festen? Yeah, it's the same director as Druk and Yentag. It's actually Jagten. Whatever, bro. Isn't that the shit with fucking Hero Brian or so? What's the guy from the Yogs cast called? Not Simon and Lewis, but the the fictional Minecraft character? Israfel. That's it. That's it. How do you know that? Bro, I was on YouTube in 2010. I had people I went to the 8th grade with in my Facebook Messenger being like, yo, you should do videos with the Yogs cast. I'm like, the Yogs cast? I'll probably never, ever stream with anybody from the Yogs cast, man. They're way too Hollywood for me. I would be stunned if I ever even had a conversation with a single person involved in the Yogs cast. Wait a minute. Lights go out and my cock fell off. I can't sing about a ticking clock. Said I sucked a cock. I sucked a cock for you. And I swallowed two. And it was all yellow.
Oh no!
Never said it was an orgasm that he
Sucking a cock
swallowed.
for the kiss is really funny.
In your eyes. You guys like Peter Gabriel?
Of course.
In your eyes, I am complete.
In your eyes.
In your eyes, my penis sleeps.
In your eyes.
Oh, okay.
For all my semen, for all my cum. I can feel you coming in my hair tonight. Wait for it, wait for it.
No.
Oh, Gord. And I've been waiting for this semen all my life. Where is your member? And the penis is slow. It's different for you and me. Do you remember the 20th time you sucked my member? We were breaking the confines of gender and sucking the night away. You can't hate it because I woked it. I woked it.